Hello everyone, I'm Trenton. Um, Totodile? Totodile? What? Guys, where did Totodile go? He's usually starting off the show with me, and yet... What? I don't know what's going on here, guys. Like, seriously, usually when I do the show, by less than our Pokemon Talk episode, usually when I do the show, Totodile's here, like, doing the intro with me. I don't see him this time. I don't know what happened. What the frick was that? Oh my... Totodile, what's wrong, buddy? What? What? Who is that? It's me! Oh, hey, Trenton. How are you doing? How the frick did I get down here? I carried you? How? How did you not wake me up? I don't know. You must be a heavy sleeper. Wait. Am I being recorded right now? Yes. Why are you recording me? We were going to do the show. What? You know, the Pokemon Talk thing? You mean the thing you haven't done with me in like a year? Yes. Why have you not done the show for so long? Do any of you guys know why? Charles, let me explain. Yeah? I haven't had time to do the show at all. For like 9 months? Are you serious? Yeah, every time I try to do the show, like... Here's the thing with the show, Totodile. Every time I try to do the show, I have some great ideas that we could do for it. But then they're hard to execute. Execute? Sorry. It's fine. What do you mean it's hard to do the show? You see, when I come with a plan for the show, or an idea we could do on the show, it's still from the filming location that I want to do it at. Because if I do it upstairs, where you stay at, there's a bunch of problems of like, whenever I try to do it, the ideas kind of run together, and like, how I want to start the show, like how our intros are going to go, I want to know what I'm supposed to do, or like, I kind of want to have a plan of what's going to happen in the episode, because if not, I'm just going to be sitting there not knowing what to do with you. So it takes you 8 months to decide what to do? No. It's because of the fact that, like, every time I try to do this show with you, the idea will leave my head, the idea that we had to do for this episode. Or, like, the idea will be there and I have a way to execute it, but I'll just forget what I need to do. Like, it's hard for me to start this episode, as you can hear. It doesn't mean it takes you, daggum, like 8 months to do it. I will start doing the show with you again, Totodile. You will? Are you just saying that, or are you gonna wait like 8 months before you do it again? I've been trying to get the show up for you, buddy. I've been trying to get the show up for everybody here. But, like I said a while ago, it's hard. Whenever I come up with a good idea, I don't know how to get to work out in the episode. When I do it up there, I'm a lot more forgetful. If I'm up there trying to record, it makes it a lot worse. I can't do as well. But if I'm down here, I'm a lot better at it. So it takes you like 8 months to do it? I cannot explain this any better to you, buddy. I know, I just don't understand how... I don't understand how... You don't understand how what? I don't understand how you can leave the show for 8 months and come back and be like, oh, hey, I'm here to do the show with you. I just want it the best way I can. It's just the fact that every time I try to do a show, I always kind of like can't get the plan to work out so well. Like I try to do usually when I mess up with the show, it's with the beginning intro. Usually if like I'm saying the beginning intro, that's when the show kind of starts falling apart. Wait, do you plan out the show or is it somebody else? I'll plan out the show and then I tell the filming crew to film on this specific day. And then like the filming crew I guess contacts you and you come down here too. But wait. How do they do that? Like, I was asleep and I ended up down here. Do I answer the phone in my dreams? I don't know, maybe. I am very weirded out right now. I can see that. And wait, why were you screaming earlier? Huh? What do you mean? When I tried calling you or tried to get you, you started screaming. Oh. Sorry, when I was asleep during this, I was having a nightmare. About what? Crocodile for alligator, doing something. Stealing your cookies, like you said a few months ago? No, nothing like that. You said before, like about 8 to 9 months ago. Thanks. No, I wasn't talking about you, buddy. But you said a few months back that you had a dream about them stealing your cookies. You don't understand how my life was, though. What? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the real truth of what's going on. Listen up, guys! Quit being rude and actually listen! Use your ears! That was a little unnecessary. Sorry, this is actually a really important story, though, and I want everybody to hear it. You see, before I started coming to the show, I had these 2 siblings that was a crocodile and a feraligator, my of all forms. So you were basically the little brother and like they're the older brothers of the bunch. Yeah, but here's the thing. Every day that I was with them, they would pick on me and bully me. That's sad. Yeah, and it's like every day when I first wake up, I would dread kind of getting up because of the fact that, like, I knew, like, during the day, again, I would get bullied. And, hold on, Toto. Yeah? What do you mean by bullied? You know what I mean, like, how siblings fight with each other? Yeah, but you say bullied as if, like, they do, like, really bad things to you. They would. They'd punch me. They would do all kind of rude things. Can you describe in better detail what rude things they would do? Okay, let me tell it a little bit better. You see, every day when I'd see crocodile for alligator, they'd start by picking on me. They wouldn't just do that, they'd use their water gun attack on me to try to hurt me. Yeah, but a water gun wouldn't be very effective. They'd do it so hard that by the time they would stop, I would be red. So you basically were a red Totodile? Yeah, they would do it so badly and so hard that I would be red. Did you ever figure out why they did this to you? No, they just said one day that we just like to pick on you. Okay. Did you ever make up with them? Like, did you ever kind of like talk to the problems and like see why they always did it, and then did they like forgive you? We did one day. Okay, what did they say? They just were talking about how, like, they always like to pick on me, and were, they would always, like, what's wrong? Sorry, it's really hard for me to talk about this, like, this is talking about tragic parts of my life, and I can understand, I've had some of those too. You have? Yes, there's been moments where my sibling has picked on me and tried to annoy the living snot out of me. Really? Yes. Why are you and me always like the same like the same kind of life? What do you mean by that? Well, it seems like every time I talk about stuff with you, you always say the same thing happens to you. Well, yeah, here's the thing. Things do happen to me, Toadal. Just like you, I have a few siblings. A few? By how many do you mean? I should have just said one. I have one main sibling that lives here. Okay. So, what did she do? Well, see, back a few years ago, there would be these times where, like, I was at school, right? You still go to school? I quit going. Why? Because it was hard for me to show up at school, Toadal. I've had a lot of stuff in my life that, like, has caused me to stop going to school. I don't do it for no reason, it's just because I like different things. Explain to me what happens. Well, here's the thing. First off, my stomach is like really bad as it is. Your stomach is really bad? Like it hurts a lot or something? Yeah. My thing is like, with me, I'm scared of my stomach like hurting when I'm trying to do something at school. Like I could be doing something at school that they're telling me to do, but I could have like a big old stomach ache. Well, in that case, can you just go to the bathroom? No, because of the fact that I don't like going to a public bathroom, honestly. Yeah, I'd hate to too, especially hearing all them like scary stories about them places. Like what? You know, like people could just like come inside the stall next to you and like somehow peek over the stall looking at you. Would you not find that creepy? Yeah, I would find that very creepy. Trust me, I've seen so many scary stories about that happening that I'd be too scared to go in there too. Same thing with me, buddy. I'm sorry about that. Go and continue your story. Ain't really much of a story, Toad. I was just saying that, like, my stomach is so bad now that, like, I'm scared, like, if I eat anything, I'm just gonna have a big old stomach ache. Like I said, can you just get a bathroom? I mean, I know you'd be a little bit nervous if somebody, like, peeking over or whatever, but, well, it's not even just that, buddy. It's not even just the fact that, like, that happens. For me to want to go to school, I'd have to not eat anything that entire day. Not eat anything like the night before, not eat anything until I get home the next day. Oh. Well, if you're that scared of your stomach hurting, like I said, can you just go to a bathroom? Why are you repeating yourself? Sorry, I just really want to know, like, is there a reason why you're scared of going into a public bathroom? I just don't like doing it. Like, knowing that there's somebody in there, like, even if they're not looking at you, I'd be scared of them, like, just them hearing me, you know? Well, don't you have a bathroom in your own house? Can people just hit-and-hear you there? Yes, but people ain't staying next to the door listening. They could be. I've had experiences where people have done that, Toad, and honestly, I would probably know if they did. Because I've had times... You want me to tell you a little bit of a story? Yeah. But wait, before you tell your story, are we going to do anything for this episode? Because, like, we've been sitting here telling stories for almost 15 minutes. We'll do that in a minute, Toto. Just let me, tell you your story. Alright. Hey! Am I going to be coming on the show or not? What the frick was that? That was supposed to be today's guest for this episode. Really? We're gonna have a guest? From the way it looks like this might be more of a storytelling video. Well, you kind of started with the fact that, like, all I did was ask you kind of, like, what happened. And, like, you told us this story about you and your siblings. So, now I'm kind of telling you more about me. Well, it's because, like, my siblings always treat me badly. Like, you can't blame me on that, can you? No, honestly, I can't. Like I said a while ago, I've had the same experiences, except not, like, them, like, punching you in the face or shooting water at you. You know? Yeah. Were you saying a while ago about your story? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, then we're gonna get started. Hold on, Charmula, I gotta talk to Toad off for a minute. What is Toadadal doing there? He's the daggum one of our hosts. Oh. Okay. Anyway, a few years ago. Okay, Toad, first off, look at what we're using to record on. You mean the, camera right here? Yeah. You see, I used to take this camera into the bathroom and, record myself while I take a shower. What? That's weird. Let me finish. I quit doing it, but understand also that I had a lot of complications with that. In a way, it kind of like helped me keep an eye on what's going on while I'm in the bath. I tried covering up what people aren't supposed to see, and then I would, like, once I got in the shower, that way they couldn't see it. I could, like, kind of record the bathroom to see what's going on. Because here's the thing, the story kind of involves this. It involves the camera. Alright, so, go ahead and tell it. Alright, this is going to be a real quick story. I don't remember what day or what year this was in. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago now. Dear God, that long ago? Well, I told you I quit recording in the bathroom. Nowadays, when I take a bath, I take my computer in there, but I don't record anything. I just kind of leave it on sleep mode, that way I can kind of keep an eye on it. Why do you keep your computer on while you take a bath? So I don't lose my stuff on it. Because honestly, I'm terrified of somebody, like, messing with my computer. How long have you had this computer anyway? Probably since 2014, 2015. Oh my God, you've had this thing for about 5 years now? It's still going too, which I find kind of shocking. And it's going through a bunch of rough stuff. What do you mean? This thing's been dropped in water, spit on. The lid on it now is broke. Look. Yeah? How is it still living through all of that? Some of it had to get fixed, but, like, it still works, right? What? I mean, it still works. It ain't making any sense right now, what? I don't know any other way to do it, Toad. I'm just a little bit nervous right now. What are you nervous of? It's just me. And the people that like watching the show. I hope. I know, it's just like... It's kind of like you. Aren't you like a shy Pokemon? Well, yeah. But... I don't think I would get so nervous to... You say that as you're, like, seriously stumbling on your words right now. Stop. I'm sorry, I really am. We're getting off topic, ain't we? We've been getting off topic for the past 20 minutes. Are you serious? It's been 20 minutes already? Good God, already? Yes, we need to get back on topic. Well, tell your story, then we'll get to the show. Okay. So, anyway, like I said a while ago, I was recording myself in the bathroom at the time I recorded this. I don't I don't remember quite, like I said, I don't remember what day or month, day or year this happened in. But one time I was recording myself in the bath, and like my sibling came into the room. Like, you were taking a shower? She might need to use the bathroom or something. No, she didn't. How do you know? Because she came in there, and I had some music on, recording. I believe this was also the time before I got into Pokemon. So wait, before you got into basically us? Yes. Before I got into Pokemon, instead of using like the Pokemon music to take a shower or anything with, I would use the Fitness Gram Pacer test. You mean that running test that everybody hates doing at school? Yeah. Why would you use that for music? Because the music in it was kind of catchy. Like, there wasn't no, like, literal, like there was music in it, but there wasn't no, like, words to it, but it was still kind of catchy. But Pokemon's catchy to you, ain't it? I mean, like, it has words in it and all that. Yeah. I love Pokemon, Toadal. You should know that. Yeah, I can see that by the Toadal shirt you got on. Does that mean you love me? Didn't I tell you that when you joined the show? Yeah, you said you wanted me to join the show because you really liked me, and then you let me join once you did a little application thing, which was kind of weird, but who cares? We do that way we make sure like the person or Pokemon that's joining the show ain't like some kind of crazy lunatic or something like that, you know? I don't want you to join the show and you be like a serial killer or a murderer, you know? Well, yeah, I get it. Anyway, let's finish off the story so we can get Charmeleon in here. Yeah, we've been doing this for probably 25 minutes now. Anyway, the story's gonna be real quick. I'm just gonna say that when I was recording one of them episodes where I was in the bath, my sibling came into the room, and like I said, I was listening to the Fitness Gram Pacer test at the time. So while I was listening to that and about taking a shower, my sibling grabbed the device that I was using to listen to the music on and tossed it. You mean like tossed it on the floor or something? Yeah, she literally grabbed the device I was using and tossed it. So, where was your device sitting at the time? On my computer. And where was your computer sitting at the time? I'd say the toilet or the sink. So she basically just took the device you had and then went. Yeah, I said it was on the floor, not like across the room. And honestly, Toto, that's how basically my wife went a few years ago. Like a few years ago, she don't do it as bad nowadays, but it used to get to a point where I dread coming home from school because of the fact that like every time I would, I'd get bugged half to death. So like every day you get home, it'd be like me. You could say that. How'd your brothers and sisters treat you? Or whatever they were, just siblings. I told you they wouldn't be very nice to me. They'd spit water in my face, they'd punch me and kick me. So much to the point where I'd basically be a red Totodile. Did you ever file an abuse report? If I did that, I'd probably be in trouble. You mean your mother or slash father would get mad at you just because your brother and sister are picking on you? Yeah. That don't seem right. It don't, but like, my parents were not very nice people. Like, if they go out in public, for example, if we were in public, they'd be like the nicest people in the world. But then, like, in the house, they do so many mean things that, like, it's like they had a shift change. You mean, like, in public, they were super nice, and at home, they would always treat you badly. They wouldn't just treat me badly. They treat my brothers and sisters that way. Or my siblings, sorry. Wouldn't that be kind of an explanation for why they're being mean to you? My siblings haven't mentioned anything about that. Like, all they told me was, like, they like to pick on me. In a way, that could also mean the parents' influence, because, like, how a child could be could also depend on, like, how the parents were acting. So, like, if you had abusive parents as, like, a child, you might become the same way as an adult. And maybe that's why your brothers and sisters, or your siblings, crocodile or alligator, was picking on you. Oh. Well, here's the thing, they never told me that. They just said, like, they like to pick on me. That could be a good reason. What? A good reason? Picking on me is not a good reason. Do you hear him? No, Toto, listen. I meant to say it like, that could be like a good example of like how the parents treated them. Maybe if you think about it, the parents treated them the same way as they do you. Maybe they did the exact same thing. Where they would like abuse them to the point where it's basically the same thing as what they did to you. I mean, they could have, you never know, they could have punched crocodile for alligator as just a little totodile. You mean when they were like smaller? Yeah, and maybe as a result, when they grew up and you were born, they started doing the same thing to you. That just seems wrong. I'd agree. Trust me, I've had dreams about my baby sister trying to hurt me. Hey, that's the same thing as me. What was your dream about? Well, it was a real quick dream. But, you see the room over here? You can't barely see it, but there's a room over here. Yeah? I had a dream where I was laying on the couch in there. It was a real quick dream. But I was laying on the couch in there. And, like, I remember myself getting up off the couch. And then walking in here and sitting in this chair. Okay? And I don't remember how long it took. But after I sat down for like a minute or two or whatever, my sister came in out with a little toy chainsaw and was trying to hurt me with it. A toy chainsaw? Yeah. That's not her trying to murder you. It could be her just trying to play with you. She was trying to hurt me. I don't know why it was a toy saw in my dream, but dadgum, if that was a real saw, I probably would have gotten, in my dream. That seems really rough. I mean, yeah, speaking of which, what was your dream about? It's the same thing I went through in life when I was with them. Them punching me so bad to the point where I was red. That's why when I woke up I was screaming, because I was scared they were actually there. The dream felt so realistic that I felt like they were sitting there beating me up. That's why I screamed and ran over here just randomly. And got into my arms despite you not knowing I was there. Yeah. Okay. So, let's cut this awkward silence. What do you want to do? We've got to get Charmeleon out here. What's he even doing here? I heard that. He wouldn't try to say anything bad about you. What's he even here for? I'm planning on making him our new host. You mean we're gonna have another host of the show? Yeah, in the old version of the show, it'd be where we'd have two hosts and a co-host. The two hosts that used to be to this show was Bulbasaur and Charmander. Then, like, things happened to them both, and, like, it came up to being you. Did you ever tell me what happened to everybody? A little bit of a tragic story for people here. Here's the thing. Well, I think you've heard about Charmander's side of the story, right? It's been so long that I can't even remember the side of the story. Okay, just briefly, real quick. Bulbasaur got killed. What? How did he get killed? I honestly don't remember. It's been so long. But he got killed during the show, and like, now we just see him as a spirit. What do you mean? Sometimes he'll just come up randomly and talk to us. Seeing how the show's doing. Didn't it happen like whenever I first joined the show? I honestly don't know. Charmander was just plain mad at me. What do you mean by mad? You see, when I did the show before you came in, there was a point where Charmander did so much fighting that he evolved into a Charmeleon, right? So you had a Charmeleon with you? Yes. And what happened one day was, whenever the show had to be rebooted, you mean like restarted? Yeah. When the show had to be restarted, I told Charmeleon that I was going to devolve him for the point of the reboot. So you basically just told him you're going to make him go from a Charmeleon back to a Charmander. How'd you pull that off? There's been a lot of weird things on the show, Toto. You wouldn't even understand how they work. Like, there's pills for everything. What? There was this one time where I was doing a show with Bulbasaur and Charmander, or I think Charmeleon at the time, and this mischievous little Trico came along and had a pill that made me turn into a Pokemon. So wait, he turned you into a Pokemon? Yes. How does that work? That's what I'm saying, Toadal. This show is crazy. I don't know how half the stuff even works. And did I tell you before you joined the show that this show would be kind of crazy? Yeah, I think in a way I was kind of trying to not join the show. I think the only reason, like I said, I joined was because you liked me. And yeah, I can see that you have the Toadal shirt on, so I know you like me. My friendship for you, Toadal, goes way beyond what you think. What do you mean by that? In the games where I'm using your evolve form, you got games where you got me in it. Yeah. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, I am a starter in that game. You picked me? Yes, you're my favorite starter out of the bunch. Here's the thing. I got a game in the bedroom right now where you can take the Pokemon from Heart Gold and Soul Silver and transfer them to where you can use them in that game. I finished Heart Gold and Soul Silver, at least got past the Elite Four, and then by then you were a Feraligatr. And I love that Feraligatr. I treasure it like my own son. So do you love Crocodile too? What? Well, you say you love me and you love Feraligatr. Do you love Crocodile? Of course I do, Toadal. Joey, when I love a Pokemon, it's all three evolutions. Just like, I don't know if you noticed, but my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. Guess what? I like Charmander and Charmeleon of that line too. My favorite out of the three is Charizard. So wait, I'm not your favorite Pokemon? You're my second favorite Pokemon. Okay. What's wrong, Toadal? There's nothing wrong, there's nothing. I really ain't mad. You're mad. No, I'm not. I honestly ain't. Okay, then why are you being kind of silent and awkward right now? I'm not trying to be. I'm just kind of trying to comprehend, like, how much you love Pokemon, especially someone like me. You know I always love you, Toadal. I didn't know that. If I didn't love you, why would I have brought you to the show, huh? Because honestly, if you wouldn't want my favorite Pokemon, you would not be in the show. Or during the show, I'd just be picking fun at you. I ain't like that, buddy. I love you. I love you and Charizard the most. And you're my second favorite Pokemon. Sometimes you're even my first favorite Pokemon. Sometimes, because in Pokemon, there ain't many games where you can easily get Totodile and Charizard. So, like, in games where I get to use you, I really have fun with you. In games where I get to have Charizard, I like to have fun with him. And on the same hand, like, honestly, I kind of wish I could have you and Charizard in the same team. You mean me as your water type and him as your fire type? Yes. Well, why don't you do that? I mean, you got that game you were talking about a while ago in there. It's hard to get a Charizard in that game. Do you not know how you get Charizard in Heart Gold Soul Silver? No. You had to complete the Pokedex. And that's one thing I'm not good at. Yeah, that seems a little bit difficult. Honestly, if I could get you and Charizard working together, I would love that. But no matter what, I take care of all the Pokemon I get on my team in a specific game. Like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I tried to take care of the team that I had in the game itself. And all the teammates that I chose for that team was all Pokemon that I liked. So who'd you choose? You, Dragonite, Pidgeot, Ampharos, Nidoking, and Lugia. Ain't Lugia the legendary Pokemon of that region? He's one of them, yes. So is he your favorite one or something? Of course, Lugia will always be my number one favorite legendary. So... what's wrong? I don't know. I don't have any words to... Totodile, what the... crap? Sorry. What was that? I just gave you a big hug. Did you not like it? It was just a little unexpected. It shocked me. Sorry. It's fine. I know I did that for no reason. Listen, it's just because of the fact that I know now that I'm one of your favorite Pokemon. You always will be. All I gotta say is thank you. I'm not gonna be awkward and silent, so thank you. You're welcome. So, are we gonna get to the show? I don't know. We don't have much time. What? What do you mean? I was wanting to get this done before 11 to 11:30, and it's already 11:29 now. You have a few minutes, right? The people in this house are gone except for me, so I've got to go and get this episode done now. Alright, let's be quick about it. Alright, that's it! What the crap is going on here? What are you doing? I have been sitting out there for almost 40 minutes and nobody's called me out. We're sorry. We were busy talking to each other. It's been so long since I've seen Trent and I haven't really got to talk to him at all. Yeah. Cut this chit chat. Y'all wanted me on the show for some reason. Now, what was it for? Hold up, Charmaine. We can calm down. What's wrong? I was stuck in that room for 40 gosh darn minutes. Look, I'm sorry. It's just me and Toto haven't got to talk to each other in such a long time. I need to get acquainted with him again. It takes you 40 minutes to get acquainted? No, it's been so long that we've talked to each other that it's... That what? That we need to get really acquainted with each other. It doesn't take you 40 minutes to get acquainted with somebody. Especially somebody you've seen already. You never know. The people that are just getting acquainted couldn't have been talking for like 2 or 3 years. Well, at least tell me what in the world was taking so long. Toe was asleep during the show. Hey! Don't blame this on me. I ain't. Let me finish. Yeah. Toe was asleep. Yeah, right. I think it's your fault. Let me just cut to the chase. Toe had a nightmare about him getting hurt by his siblings. Who was his siblings? Crocodile for alligator. Right, that would make sense, them being of all forms. Anyway, he had a dream where they were abusing him. That's tragic and dark. And you just barging into the daggum room, ain't? You just came in and interrupted me and Toadal. Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? Toadal, don't. What? Don't get him angry. God, we don't want to fight in this studio. Yeah, you don't want to pick a fight with me. I'll take you down. You realize it would be a type disadvantage, right? That's it! Stop, Charmeleon! Fine. What'd you want me here for? I was gonna ask you if you wanted to join the show, but dear God, I don't think so. What? You mean you were gonna let me join the show? Not with the attitude you're having. You need a good attitude to join the show. You cannot be mean to your co-workers. To let you know, if you're joining the show, you'd have to be nice to me, you'd have to be nice to Toto, you had to be nice to everybody on the show. You had to be nice to all the guests we have on the show. So all I gotta do is be nice to everyone? Yes, and talk to everybody all sweet. I cannot invite you to the show. I cannot have you join the show if you're gonna be very abusive towards the Pokemon you're working with. I don't want you abusing me, abusing Toto, because if you do, you're gonna get instantly fired. Think of it as a job, Charmeleon. If you're daggum gonna act like that in a job, you're gonna get fired. Do you really want that? You're yelling right in my ear. I'm sorry. I honestly am. I'm just getting aggravated that this Pokemon wants to act like this in the show when we were trying to invite him on it. You kept me waiting for 40 minutes! What do you expect? I'm sorry, okay? Listen. Chodol. Yeah? I'm gonna let you know this episode's gonna be a little bit short. What? I just got acquainted with you again, and now we're gonna cut the episode? No, we're gonna try to get him on the show. We're gonna do the same thing we did with you. You mean like the little questionnaire kind of thing where you ask me questions? Yeah. Well, go ahead. If we can get him on the show, we can, if we can get him on the show, we have another host. I kind of want to be someone that's going to be abusing me. I've had that already in my past. I don't want to deal with it again. Alright, Toad Owl. That's what this interview is for. Listen, Charmeleon. Huh? This is going to be a questionnaire lie detector test. What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? You didn't make me do that. I can trust you a lot more than I can trust anybody else. You were my most favorite Pokemon, buddy. I can trust you. Didn't I say a few months ago that I could say something like that I'm not a psychopath and like I could really be one? And like one day I show up to the show and like have a knife with me? I trust you a lot more. Why? Because I'm your second favorite Pokemon? Yes! You gotta realize that, buddy. And plus you were a fan of the show as well. Yeah, I watched it before it got rebooted, but that doesn't mean I couldn't be a psychopath. What is going on? Okay, let's get back to it. Toto, get over beside Charmeleon. Why? We're gonna ask him some questions. I'll let you ask him too if you know what's on the questionnaire. Alright. Alright. Charmeleon, listen. If you're gonna join the show, you gotta do a few rules. You cannot be abusive to anybody in the show. You cannot be talking badly about anybody. So don't go thinking that like you can go be like, Trenton's so stupid. Whenever you realize that I'm one of the show members. And like if anybody on the show finds out, you can get fired. Alright, I get it. The only reason I was so angry a while ago is because the fact that I waited for 40 minutes for y'all to call me out here. You gotta understand how people work though, Charmeleon. If they have not talked to anybody, their friend in a matter of like months to years, they're going to want to have a conversation just to like get acquainted with each other again, you know? Think of it kind of like if your family had like a Christmas dinner or something. Where are you going with this? Listen. If I was to go to like another family member's house I haven't seen in like a year or two, of course we'd want to talk to each other or kind of like see each other again because of the fact that we haven't got to see that person in a year. Think of Toadile like that, like a friend, except instead of a family member, he's a friend of mine. Really? Yeah, Toadile, you know this by now, buddy. I know, it feels shocking to hear every time. To hear that somebody actually likes me. Yeah. Why'd you start when you said that? You actually not like me or just fooling me? No, Toto, no. I love you to pieces. It's just so I'm like thinking about different things. Like what? How not many people like you that much? What? I thought everybody liked me. I kinda wish they did, buddy. Everybody prefers Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion. Toto, what's wrong? How dare you? How dare you not like me? Oh my god. Sorry. What happened there, buddy? I told you, I've had so much of a bad life with my siblings, and like knowing that you're the only one that likes me in a way makes me sad, but in a way makes me happy. It makes me sad because of the fact that like there's only one person in the world that likes me. Actually, there's somebody else that does like you. Yeah, who? There's someone on YouTube that does Pokemon moves that likes you. Ooh, I want to meet him. I'm like one of the other people that like you. There ain't many people, but I promise I will always love you. You, Crocodile, and Feraligatr. Thank you. But yeah. Cut the chit chat. Let's get to the questions already. Are you serious, Charmeleon? Trenton, what are you doing? I'm mad. He won't quit having an attitude. Hey, what do you want? If you don't stop having that freaking attitude, I am gonna keep you from joining the show. Whatever. Oh my god, Toto. Why? He was being mean to you. I love you too, so why would I just let him abuse you? I wouldn't consider that abuse, I'd just be considering dadgum, like just yelling at me for no apparent reason. I don't like nobody messing with you. You love me, I love you, so yeah. As a friend or as some kind of like as a friend. What? Anyway, you would do the same for me, wouldn't you? Yes, trust me. If he start hurting you, I'm gonna daggum. I'll get him back. All right. You've been hearing from my lawyer. Oh my. Ow. Oh, God. So, you want to push me, do you? No. What did you just do? Because you were hurting my friend. I wasn't hurting him. He was the one yelling at me. Punish him. You were having an attitude. What do you expect? Do you expect when you have an attitude to daggum just, people be nice to you? Yes. Trust me, I've had a bad life as it is, and he's the only person I know that likes me. I'm not letting him get hurt. I would defend him with my life. Oh, really? Yes. Try to defend yourself from this, then. Charmeleon. What? You just lost your position on the show. Why? The attitude. You hurt my Pokemon friend. Who cares? He was useless to you anyway. What the heck is going on here? What did you just say? Nobody talks badly about Totodile. Ow! I'm calling the cops. You want to call the cops? You want to call the cops? Because if you call them, I will tell them how abusive you've been. I haven't been abusive. You're the one being abusive. All I'm doing is just trying to speak my mind, man. Alright. Here's the deal. You don't scare me. I'm way bigger than you. Sure about that? Yes. Trust me. If you were bigger than me, I couldn't beat the snot out of you. Like I've been doing. So, I'm gonna give you damn 2 options. You 1, bring Totodile back with a revive, or 2, I'm calling the cops. Yeah, right. I'm not bringing him back. He was a little pipsqueak twerp anyway. You want to say that about Totodile? Do you want to say that about Totodile? Yes. Alright then. Alright. Charmeleon. Mm-hmm. Do you want to know how much I want to hurt you right now? Not much. I can beat the snot out of you. Oh, really? You want to bet money? Yes. Alright then. Let's see who wins. What? Wrestle me right now. Okay. Bam! Bam! Ow! Who wins now, Charmeleon? I must have knocked him out because he's not saying anything. Totodile. 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 Oh my god, I have no revives. I lost all of them in the 8 months. God dang it. I need revives. Hold on, I gotta go find... Wait. Wait. There's a Pokeball on the floor. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on. Revive. Revive. A potion? I need a revive before I use a potion. I heard the hidden item around here. Where in the world are the hidden items? Now there's hidden items. Wait a minute. I see something. Yes, it's a revive. I need to use this on Toadal. But should I bring back him or Charmeleon? Guys, which do you think I should bring back? I only got one revive, and I can only heal one Pokemon. Which one should I heal? What? I hear y'all saying Charmeleon. Ha 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 ha. No. Not his personality. You're crazy, y'all. Toad's the one getting revived. Don't worry, Turtle. You'll be all better soon, buddy. Ah! Holy dang. Where am I? Toto. Huh? Trenton, it's you. I haven't seen you in so long. What? We were just talking. No, we weren't. Were we? You were knocked out. No, I was asleep. I was having weird dreams again. You were knocked out? How did I get knocked out? There's no way. How did I faint? Charmeleon? What? Charmeleon ain't even around here. Because I beat the snot out of him. You beat the snot out of Charmeleon? Yes, he was abusing he was abusing you. In words more than actions. Oh. So you basically saved me? Yes, you saved me too. How'd I do that? You had a little bit of memory loss, but basically what happened was, whenever Charmeleon was talking smack to me, you punched him out. I was the one who knocked him out? No, you knocked him on the floor and done a lot of damage to him. I was the one who beat the snot and knocked him out. Well, why'd you do it? Because he hurt you. Like I said, you were fanned, and it was because of him. What was he even doing here? I was planning on inviting him to the show to dadgum. And let him join. But his personality, he's not joining at all. How are we going to find somebody to join the show? I don't know. I don't even know what we're really doing. We're doing the Pokemon Talk episode. I know that, but like, how long have I been unconscious? Maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes? How did I lose all that memory in the last few minutes? I don't know. I guess you got hit harder to the point where it actually jogged the brain of the memories you had. Up to the point before we started. Oh. So what are we going to do about the show now then? We could. You can't figure out either, can you? No. We could, just try to find somebody else to join the show. That is a good idea. Toto? Yeah? Stand right here. Okay. Wait, what are you doing? What? What's wrong? No, don't hit me, please! Why would I hit you when you're my second favorite Pokemon? Why would I hit you? I don't know, you're just telling me to stand in a random spot? Like, does that seem safe? Guys, is this guy trustworthy? Totodile, you know I'm trustworthy. You leave me for 8 months and then come back and tell me to stay in this position. No! I'm not going to do anything to you, buddy. That's what all people say. They can do that. Then a few minutes later, they do it. What they said they weren't going to do. I stand here and you say you ain't going to hit me, but then a few minutes later, you could definitely hit me. I swear. I promise you, buddy. I will not hurt you. Really? I promise. Are you sure? Here. How about this? If I tell you to stand there and I hurt you, you can call the cops. I can call the cops? Yes. I don't want to do that, but on the same hand, I don't trust you. You don't trust me? So, I've been friends with you. Leaving you for 8 months, I ain't considered a friend. I haven't had time to do the show, buddy. If I had more time to do the show, I would. But I haven't had time at all to do the show. Well, that doesn't mean you leave me for 8 months, though. It is when you don't know what to do for the show. Every time I try to do the show, when I come up with a good plot, it always ends up bad because I can't follow like how to begin the episode. All I'm going to do is I'm going to let you stand there and take a rest while I daggum go over there and get Charmeleon that I knocked out. Where did you knock him out at? I don't even see him. On the floor. You knocked him on the floor? Yes, I'm being able to knock him on the floor. I'll do something to you. Exactly. Alright. Anyway. So we gotta end this episode off now. Are you gonna get his body off the ground? Yes, just end the episode. Alright. Sorry about the sudden ending, guys. We'll try to get more episodes up. We will definitely get more episodes up, guys. It'll just be a while. Just say bye to it all. Bye. Bye.